I can pull my trades up here. It wasn't a most profitable day due to some small errors, but I did come out on top only by a little. I believe it was, what, 6 pips per one lot. So, I mean, either way, it would have been nice if I was trading the full product. 6 pips would have still pocketed me about close to 60 bucks roughly. I would have come out on top. And I'm going to go over my errors too. It's not really errors, they're just more or less things I need to point out so I can fix them for the current day, for the next day. So my hypo was that we were pulling back after this large impulsive move of 103 pips, and I was looking for the market to continue lower. The market was also testing this LVN here before we push into a larger balance. The market was, pushing into it. I traded. It's strange. Your mentality is one way, and the market trades the other way sometimes. And this is why I do these reviews, so I can correct that viewpoint, that disadvantage that my mind gives me when I need to be participating in the correct way. I'm gonna go over this real quick. So let me start out where the day started here. Okay, so I was roughly sitting down at my desk right around here. I had made my hypos in the morning, which I haven't reviewed yet, but I'm going to go over them because I like to review them. What I want to point out though is we opened flat here, but we also tested the closing balance and found a buyer right away. Market balanced here and then opened and shot higher. What I want to point out to myself is the value area low of yesterday is here. Is that the value area low? Oh no, that isn't the value area low, that's the value area high. So we were trading out of yesterday's value area high, which is right here. Red is value area high. We were trading out of value area high, and we had this balance here, which is the opening balance. Now, because we have not tested this balance yet, I want to point out my error was that I always want to take a trade, a virgin test of the opening balance, especially with this delta here. My first trade I put on was perfect. Market had moved 50 pips, and after about 45, 50 pips, I'm looking for this type of action where the market balances, pushes higher, and struggles to continue. Pushes into the balance, balances again, and then I look to take the trade back. And I was targeting 87. And I did. I took that short. I was short 1300. And you can see here, this balance is my official over-under, 1302. I ended up getting out of the position here, I think at 1299, right here, because I didn't know that once this balance is formed that it can still push higher. I was playing completely off of this balance, and as we pushed out of it, I felt concerned, but what I failed to not recognize is that the market did not balance here before pushing higher. A break out of this balance is likely to balance before it moves in direction. And then we got news. The market went to my target, which I would have filled short. Would have been a really nice morning play, a nice opening morning play. My hypo should be, because that we are opening above the closing balance, above the opening balance, or at least where I'm looking to trade. I'm looking to trade the virgin test long for a push back up to see where it can go. And this is what I had missed. That is a telltale sign. Look at this, ready? We try to push lower, market pushes up through the balance, and then takes off upside. And that was my secondary trade. That would have worked great. Also, we're above the initial balance high. So I need to start to rest an order here at 87 because this product's thin. It tests things very fast and moves quickly. As you can see, this was news. This was a matter of seconds, but I could have filled here. I could have filled my short and then took it long here after the balance, took it long there after that balance, because the market is looking to push higher. So anytime that we open, and this is also value area high, it's a double whammy area for me to look long. This is a rest order long. This is one of those moves that you go, yeah, this is going to be a good trade. Because if it didn't, it would have pushed in, given me a chance to get out, and then pushed to the other side, and then started traveling down. That's the fear I need to get over. It's not really a fear, it's a fear. It's absolutely a fear, because you can see here it worked. It worked quite well, actually. Give me 11 pips right off the bat. It shot up. It balanced, pushed higher, tested the balance, see if there was any seller below it, got up above it, and then walked its way up. As you can see, watch this. Now we put in a higher high by 1 tick. So this could be a failed auction higher. And then this takes place. Market pushes lower to see if there's any more sellers, pushes higher. Now I don't want to get long it because this balance here, right? Look at this. It's trying to do what it did here, right? Where the market pushed down to sense any more sellers, got up above it, and then walked its way. So it's doing the same exact thing. Look at the market. It pushed impulsively. It came to this balance. And what it did is it balanced, checked if there were sellers lower, got up above the balance, and it's trying to launch itself higher. This is a really great short in this case because the market failed to protect that balance and move higher. This is an executed short. Market pushes back down. So any short that I take, I'm looking for the opening balance. This is a go back to balance type of moves. And then anything below the opening balance, I'm targeting the closing balance of yesterday, and I'm looking for the market to take that out and push lower. But this is my main key. This is my main key. I want to see the market protect this and try higher. Until it goes below it and cannot get back into it and start to move itself down, then I have to worry about being long. But other than that, this is a long day, unless, so I only have 4 setups that I take. My setups are the closing balance, the opening balance, the value area high, the value area low of yesterday, which I believe is right here, which that's 1. I consider that 1. So this is 1, 2, 3, and then 4 is my impulsive moves, balance, trend following bots, try to keep this above, falls in below, gives you a perfect opportunity to execute short, get your scale, and then execute short again, depending on the distance moved. Now remember, Virgin test here gave me a nice move out of there. And then the market, so this balance I wanted to see move higher after it pushed here to give me a launching point to take out this high and basically allow me to get high for prior day's high. I mean get long for prior day's high. But we got this type of action. The market chopped around on this value area high of 86, where it tried to support against it. Also the 87 and the initial balance high. Market pushed down, did not take out 81. Market balanced at the upper level above 86. We got back out of 86. We're above 84, which is our main composite value area low. And this is where I look to take it long, and I did. I actually executed long here. Fill time. 87. I bought 87. I ended up buying 87 here. Just the action didn't warrant me to panic short, and I ended up taking it off at 93. the market's up at 99 right now. So the trade would have worked well. That long was perfect. I traded. Now I also want to point out on the 10 tick we had this large balance here, which also coincide with the 84. So I never want to see price below that on a longer frame. And this is today. This was a really great day. This is 8/25/2016. The market traded just how I wanted to trade. Now this balance here, it seems lonely, but it does have its purpose, and its purpose stands for when the market is further away from this opening balance. This becomes the balance in play, and I go over that in other videos. But I also want to take a quick look at the ES, because this is for my buddy Josh, and I'm excited to trade the strategy that I've built upon the ES. So this is a common practice, and I think what I'm trying to show or get to here, dissolve to, or whatever the word is I'm looking for the market to identify the larger balance. The market has been in this common balance here, and it's been pushing out each side and then falling back in. We have here a large gap below us. So tomorrow, I'm looking for the market to stay out of 74, get below this value area low of today, which is 69. So I'm looking for the market to not open up there, open gap down, push, not able to get here, and then start to trend. I'm looking for a trend day. Look at this volume here. This is sketch volume. This is scared volume. This is my longer time frame. Although it is a 3 tick, it still holds a longer time frame view for me. Look at that trade there. This is that perfect balance. Market pushes higher, pulls back, chops, breaks lower, 4 3/4 down, pushes that balance. Beautiful, beautiful trade right out of the value area of the multi-day. These trades, they don't get any better than that. That is the most gorgeous trade you'll get. Let's see. Oh, this is my execution chart. This is the morning. The open market is here at 9:30 a.m. And what I was looking for is basically, because we gapped down, I was looking for this market to reject this value area low and continue lower. If we did not reject that, I was looking for a press into it, and then a try for the other side of it and continuation higher, but we didn't. We pushed higher, right on it, balanced, pushed higher, was not able to go higher, put a lower low in, tried one more time, fell down, pushed that balance, and there's your trade short. I played off of this volume here, looking short the whole day, as long as we don't take out 76. I mean, we took it out, but as long as we don't stay above it. The ES kind of slips through sometimes. Now on Bookmap, I was on Bookmap this morning and I was watching a certain price, and my certain price came up at 20.75, or was it 21.75? Let's see. Yeah. Yes. No. Was it 21.75 or is it 20? It was 71.25. I remember on Bookmap. 71.25 came into play, and what do you know? What do you know? It's the value area low of that closing balance. Market never got back to it because there was sellers here. They were heavy, pushed up. Sellers convert over to longs. You get that initial rise up, put in a higher high, a pull back, another test of it, and then a run for this value area high up here. Clockwork. This is a product I'm starting to fall in love with. It trades very well, and it gives very precise, accurate information. The information is very accurate. I mean, this is no joke. No joke. It was on the tick, actually. What's 69.25? What's the bottom tick there? 69.25. moves right through this balance, gives you a very large opportunity to get long right there in that balance, because now this balance here is telling me that support, right? You see that this balance pushes higher, we balance a little bit, we push lower to test the bottom side of that balance, cannot continue, find that seller, balance again, push up, test that balance, push up, balance, push higher, balance, push higher. Now we're testing the low of that balance, market pushes down, 50% of this balance is right around that one, which is also the equivalent to what takes place right here at 21.25. That kind of strikes ready. I'm going to treat myself to a little video games tonight. Market has tested lower, finds its buyer right away, pushes all the way through this balance, still no continued balance, but then here we go, we get another balance. This is another opportunity to get long. Market balances, pushes higher, tests lower, I'm still targeting here, still long, we're inside of this balance, I'm looking for it to rotate to the other side, pushes lower, gets in through it. As soon as it pushes through 21.73, you take this long, because this is your over-under. If the market was push up, touch it, chop around a little bit and start to roll down, then you take your position off. It's not worth it. And we get our classic overextended move balance. And this is a beautiful trade, and I trade this full-heartedly. I think this is where the most money is to be made, because what it is showing you the tired trend-following robots, trend-following people, trend-following programs, whatever it is. You get this common trend-following. I'm looking for extended line. What am I looking for here? What am I looking for? That's also, that's dog shit. I don't like that. It's too far on the right edge for you to even make money on this trade. It doesn't make any sense. The market, basically what I'm trading is the market balances, pushes higher, tests the balance, tries higher, puts in its first lower low, then pushes back up for 76. Not able to take out this balance side, rotates down. Now you have an opportunity to get short. Your opportunity is back at this balance. You could roughly start here 74.50, but you're likely to get your trade off as we push back into the balance. And let's see. Yeah, right to the value where, I mean, precision. It doesn't. Oh, whoops. I mean, right to the V pocket for this balance here. Bam, bam. It's a beautiful thing. Okay, that's what I got for today. NQ, same situation. All the markets are the same. Actually, I want to load the DAX. I probably won't even play any video games. I want to load the DAX. I'm just curious. I mean, look at the NQ. Trading is just so look at this. Market opens inside the closing balance, tests out the underside, cannot find a seller, shoots up right to it. I mean, precision. This is a common daily thing. I mean, it's not just one day. It's like precision. Look at that. Not able to push back in it. Market trades out of it. It's not able to push back in it. Falls down. Look what it becomes the next one, right? The opening balance. If you see here, market falls out, tries back up. Look at this. No effort in the longs. The market just keeps falling down. Pushes right for it. And what do you know? I mean, here's where you would have gotten caught. So not every day is perfect, but this is where you would have gotten caught. But nothing told you that the market wasn't going to let you out. You know, if the closing value doesn't hold on a push through, I mean, it doesn't mean you have to get short. There's probably news here. You do not have to get short the second. You don't have to rest orders there. You can wait for it to push it. It will slow down and start to walk its way this way. But on a gap down day, you don't want to see the opening balance being taunted with because you get this action. Right? You get this balance here. You want the balance to break down and continue lower. Look at this. And then you... I mean... Talk about having an edge in the market. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you have to be pretty stupid to get wrong about these trades. And I'm glad. I don't know how long this edge will last. So far it's been very classy appeal, and I think it's going to prove to be really nice trading opportunities for future trading. Yeah. I love it. I love it. I was long 87. Maybe a nice 10, 11 point scale, and it's still pressing higher. Great, beautiful. Okay, done streaming. I'm gonna go relax.